Hi everyone, so today I'm going to be doing May's budget. I know it's been already 2 weeks since May has been over, but we did such a good job this month on our first month doing a budget that I really wanted to do it. Okay, so then our income, we have two paychecks coming in, and they are my husband's paycheck because currently I'm not working since I'm going to school full time. So as of now, I'm not, but hopefully in about a month, I'll find a job too, and we'll have two incomes coming in. Okay, so then let's start with the first paycheck. So we budgeted $12.50 for both, just because that's his base pay, and we thought it was going to be $2,500, but when we actually got the paychecks, he got $14.25. The first paycheck, which that included overtime, and then $2,048, and that included bonus pay. So that's why we got like almost $1,000 more there. And then supplemental $754, and I know it seems like a lot, but the reason is because we sold a lot of things, and we also got wedding gifts, and we returned some stuff. We sold a camera that we just had kind of hanging around the closet, that we just never bothered to sell, but we thought it was about time. And then we also sold the vanity that we also had just chilling in the closet. And what else did we sell? I think that's really about it for that. And then we got wedding gift, and then we just returned some stuff that we forgot that we needed to return. So we budgeted $2,500, but we actually got $4,227, which is really good. We were really excited because we knew we were going to be able to pay off a lot of our debt with that. Okay, so then let's move on to rent. For rent, it's actually not $1,180 every single month. It's actually $980, but because we were late 3 months in the past year, we actually had to pay $1,133. I thought it was 4 months, that's why I budgeted $1,180, since it's $50 for every single time you're late. But it actually ended up being 3 months, so I was really excited about that because that's like $50 less. But next month, or I guess this month because it's already June, rent is gonna go back down to $980, and that's really going to help. So okay, and then electricity was $67, and it ended up being $65.41. And gas was $7. Well, we budgeted $7, and it was $6.03. Internet, we budgeted $60, and it was $60. And internet should always be the same, at least for the next couple months. We are planning to move in August, so I'm not sure how that's going to change, but until I guess July, which is next month, it's going to be $60. Cell phone, it's always going to be the same, $100 all across. And then groceries, so groceries, there's like this big thing where before we did the budget, we did eat out a lot. So for groceries, I thought that $400 was not even a lot for two people. I actually didn't think we were gonna, or that I thought that we were going to be struggling with $400, but actually we only ended up spending $160, and we ate at home practically every single day except for Sundays, and usually Sundays we're never home, so that's the only reason. But Monday through Saturday we ate home, two people, breakfast, lunch, and dinner for $160, and I still can't believe it when I look at these numbers. So that was really an eye-opener to see how much you can save just by eating at home. It did have to do a lot with meal planning before going to the grocery store, but I think I'll just talk about that in another video if anyone's interested, because I don't want to make this video too long. And then pet care, we do have a dog, so we thought we needed dog food, But we actually had some food in the closet, so we ended up just spending $9.97 because she needed some diapers because we have a female dog and we haven't neutered her yet, and she had her period. So yeah, and we're gonna be working on next month, well, this month. I keep saying next month, it's already June, but we're going to start working this month and saving up to get her neuter because I think it's about time. We just really have been putting it off for a long time. And then car gas, we budgeted $200. We spent $206. We did go a little over, and the only reason is because we did drive far. The month of May, it was Mother's Day, so we went to San Diego, and that's like over 2-hour drive for us. And even though we only have one car and we actually have a Prius, which is supposed to be really good on gas, we spent $200 because my husband does work an hour away from where we live, and that's the main reason why we are moving to in August. But it's not bad. I mean, he drives practically Monday through Saturday to work there and back, so I think we did pretty good on gas. We tried to avoid driving to places if we really didn't have to. So for personal and household, we budgeted $25 and we ended up spending $9, and that was just to buy some containers for the food for my husband to take to work. And this budget was really helpful because it gave me like the due dates, and then right here is just the dates that we made our payments. Okay, so now let's move on to the ugly part, which is the debt. So we budgeted $2,064 on regular costs, and we only spent $1,750. And I think the main reason for that is because we didn't spend as much as we thought on rent and on food either. So that really helped. Okay, so now time for debt. So last month we had 6 credit cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And just one student loan, which is my husband's. Okay, so then our minimum payments are on this side. For Best Buy, it was $25. For Barclay, $55. For our second Barclay card, $77. For Wells Fargo, $84. And Chase, $75. And Bank of America, $100. The reason why the student loan is at 0 is because we're still trying to get our payments lowered, because they're trying to make us pay almost $200, and we're trying to lower it down to like maybe $30-$40, just because we're trying to first focus on our smallest balances and then work our way up so we can just kill this thing in like maybe 6 months, hopefully. So we're still working on that. That's the only reason why it's 0 for now. But yeah, hopefully next month we'll finally have a number and get that worked out. Our balance at the beginning of May was $263 for Best Buy, and we paid it all off. And then our balance for Barclay was $1,700, but then that was not included with the interest. So it ended up actually being $1,733, and we paid it off too. So we're actually down 2 cards. We only have 4 cards left, so it's really exciting. And then we paid a little bit more than our minimum payment for Barclay, which is $141. And for the rest, we just ended up doing minimum payments. So for Wells Fargo, we just paid $84, Chase $75, and Bank of America $100. So yeah, so then we practically are doing the debt snowball. The only one we're not doing it for is for Bank of America, just because we're trying to pay off my husband's credit cards before we pay mine off, because his credit cards, because the balances are so high, ruined or lowered his credit score, and we do need a decent credit score to be able to rent an apartment where we want to move. So I mean, we really don't have a choice. I know we are following the Dave Ramsey plan. We are changing some things, but for the most part we are. And I know he says like not to really care about the credit score, but unfortunately here where we live in California, credit score is very, very important. So yeah, that's the only reason why we're trying to pay these off, just so his credit score can go a little higher by the time we move, and then we'll be able to get an apartment. After we get an apartment, we are not really going to care that much, but we just decided to pay off his debt first, and then we'll just do mine at the end. We are doing a little bit more. $100 is actually not the minimum payment for Bank of America. I think it's only like 40 something, but yeah, so that's kind of helping out a little. So yeah, that's really the whole story why, even though we're doing that snowball, this one is last. And then of course we have the ugly student loan. Luckily, when I leave school this summer, because I am officially graduating this summer in about 5 weeks, I am leaving with no student loans, so I'm very happy about that. So in our balance is $22,951 starting May 2016. So hopefully we can get rid of all these credit cards by December of this year. We're really hoping. It seems like we're on track to doing that, but unexpected things always come up, and it did happen in May, and I'm pretty sure it will happen this month too. So you can never be too sure, but we are really, really hoping to get these paid off by December. We'll see how it goes. I think that is also the reason why I wanted to do these videos, because I feel like it's gonna keep us motivated. We do want to do like an introduction video. I just wanted to do this video first just because May has been over for the past 2 weeks, like I've said, and I just wanted to get this video out. Okay, so then our total expenses was, we budgeted $2,480, and it was actually $4,148. And the big difference is because with our budgeted income, we were only going to be able to pay off minimum payments for our debt. But with our actual income, we were able to pay off 2 whole credit cards. That's the only reason it's a lot. Like, just because this number is higher does not mean it's bad. So, yeah, this month was really exciting and very encouraging, for us to keep going. I'm not going to lie, this month, June has been pretty bad so far. I'll talk about that, in the next video. So for our sinking funds, okay, so like I said, we are following the Dave Ramsey plan, but we are in some ways changing some things, or just kind of, I wouldn't say skipping, because we are still working on this step, but we are working on the emergency fund while working on our debt too. So for our emergency fund, we currently only have $20. I know it sounds so crazy, because it's like, what are you gonna do with $20? But we what we're planning to do is doing incrementals of 20. So then this month we would save $40, and then in July we would save 60, and so on and so forth. So we're hoping that in less than a year we'll have $1,000 saved up for our emergency fund. We do have $1,000 saved up for our honeymoon. We got married in November of last year, so we got $1,000 that we haven't used yet, because we were hoping to save more, but we can always use this money just if anything happens. For now, that's just how we are going to do it. And then for all of our other sinking funds like car, Christmas, clothing, and miscellaneous, we don't have anything. For car, we probably won't start saving up for our second car until the beginning of next year, just because we want to first be credit card debt free before we can save up like $500 a month to buy a second car. And then Christmas, we are starting this month, and you guys will see that in this month's budget, June's. what we're planning to do with that. And then clothing, we're not saving anything this month. And then honeymoon, we're probably not going to start till next year too. So car, clothing, and honeymoon. I mean, clothing, maybe we'll put like some money later on, but mainly car and honeymoon, we probably won't start saving up until these are gone. And that's just how we decided to do it, just because, it's better. So then we have saved up so far $1,020. So hopefully by the end of this year, we'll have $2,000 saved up. And then, okay, so for leisure, we didn't budget any money for anything, and the reason is because our budgeted income didn't allow any money to go towards any of these things. Like only $20 could go to the sinking fund, and that gave us a zero-based budget. So that's the reason why we didn't put anything. But we only spent $16 eating out, and that was only one time. We went to eat Japanese ramen, which was so delicious, and we probably are going to be doing that at least once a month because that is our favorite restaurant. We actually already did this month for June, so I'm pretty sure every month it's gonna be at least one time going to that place. Pocket money, we didn't spend anything. Date night, everything we did was practically free, so we didn't really have to spend anything. Family time, we went to San Diego Zoo. Thankfully, we already had passes, so all we had to pay was for drinks that we bought in there, like lemonade, and when we went out to eat to this restaurant after the zoo, so we only spent $24. And 302 because my husband forgot to take his food to work, so he went to buy some fast food or something. And then $15 for a haircut. I actually didn't include haircut. I totally forgot that my husband needed a haircut, so I actually added haircut mid-month, and I just put $15 in there. And yeah, so that should be good enough every month. Okay, so our total for leisure was $58.79, which is not bad because usually just eating out alone, at least what we counted last month, was at least $600, and that's just crazy, like too crazy, and we cannot do that again. So I'm so glad that we are doing this budget because it really saved a lot of money. So total monthly expenses was $4,226. I think we did a pretty good job. So we've been on this plan for trying to pay off our debt since April. So May would be our second month, but in April we didn't do a budget, so we actually did really bad when it came off to paying off credit cards. We actually were only able to pay off one whole credit card, which and the balance was like $1,200, and the only reason was because we got a check from the insurance company for, I think it was like $2,200. So we actually barely paid off one credit card, and the rest we had to use for other things because we went over budget in a lot of things, like probably eating out and stuff. So we're mainly creating this channel because we want to be motivated. I feel like if I'm like, okay, I'm gonna show the budget next month, then I'll be motivated to try to save more. And I think also to just keep track of our progress and maybe help out some people that are just starting off with their budget and motivate them, because I've seen a lot of budget videos on YouTube. Some of them do not show income. I know there's a lot of information to just show, but it's really motivating. As of now, I really don't know what else I would put on this channel. Next month, I'm going to try to include like a video of me right here talking. Just this month, I just couldn't figure out the whole recording my face and then putting it right here, but next month I'll try to do that. But yeah, like I said, I don't really know what other videos I would put up. I'm going to try to see maybe like grocery hauls or like what we eat in a week and things like that. I don't know. If you guys have any ideas, we would love to hear some. We will be doing an introduction video soon. Also, if you guys have any questions, about our budget or about anything in this video or just anything, just let me know in the comments below. I'll be so happy to answer. I hope I didn't go through this too fast. I just really didn't want this video to be too long, like 40 minutes long. So if you got to the end of this video, thank you for watching, and hopefully you guys stick around. Don't forget to subscribe to follow our progress, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.